of gaming news here. We talked about Sega Forever in one of our more recent episodes, I believe.
Yeah.
And some more information has come out about it. Can I get to it here?
More than just random speculation from stuff on the iTunes store in the Philippines.
Yes, some actual information. It is going to be on mobile, because I know that was something that Brian Brillhart, a listener of ours, he was saying, like, I hope it's not on mobile because that's going to suck. Well, it is. I'm sorry.
RIP.
It's going to cover games from all the way from like Master System up to Dreamcast.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to get it all in there. Sega is bringing a catalog of its classic games to mobile devices via a new service called Sega Forever. This service will encompass titles from every era of Sega consoles, including Master System, Genesis, Game Gear, Saturn, and Dreamcast.
Wait, how? What?
Each game available through Sega Forever will be free to download and feature in-game ads, like the most recent mobile release of Crazy Taxi. However, players have the option to remove the ads via a $2 in-game purchase.
Okay.
Every title will also support new features such as leaderboards, cloud saves, offline play, and controller support. So, if you were worried about the controls, you can do controller support. The first batch of games for Sega Forever coming out on June 22nd, so at the time of this taping, this day, and consists of the following 5 Genesis classics: Sonic the Hedgehog, Altered Beast, Comic Zone, Kid Chameleon, and Phantasy Star. So those are the first 5 to start with. Kind of spread it across everything when you think about it. You got a good platformer, you got a side-scrolling beat-em-up, you got an action game, you got Sonic, you know, a really classic platformer, and then you got an RPG in there. Kind of spread it around. The service will be updated with additional titles every 2 weeks, according to a press release. Each Sega Forever game will be available to download individually on Android and iOS devices in the Google Play or the App Store.
Okay, so I don't know if this answers my question that I had originally. Is this a shell where you download titles to it? Or is this like you download these individual titles and they're just as their individual apps themselves?
See, what this sounds like to me is that you're going to download Sega Forever.
A shell, yeah.
And it's going to work almost kind of like what I was saying, like Sega Channel is going to, like, every now and then it updates and they add more games to the catalog and you can just scroll through and download it off of that.
Okay.
Which is cool.
It might be cool.
This might be like, this is one of those things that might start bringing Sega, like, back into a limelight of sorts. Like, it might help them out a little bit because they, I don't know if they really need money badly or anything, but at the same time, like, they were just kind of lending out their software, you know, ability and gurus to just making random shit that you would never associate Sega with.
Yeah, and then they were licensing out their hardware to companies like At Games or Tectoy to make their own consoles.
And some of them are really shitty.
Yeah, I still haven't heard much more about the Tectoy one. That was the one that was actually supposed to be SD card support, HDMI, cartridge slot, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much on it yet. They really didn't announce anything at E3, which, we'll see. We'll see if it ever happens.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you wanted to know more about Sega Forever, that's an official press release, so there we go. I'm kind of interested. I mean, I'm not going to lie. When they said they can do controller support, I mean, that's a good sell.
That sold it to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I imagine if you connect through Bluetooth, you could use like a PS3 or PS4 controller.
Yeah, or probably, well, not an Xbox One probably then, but yeah.
Anything Bluetooth supported. You could get one of the 8-bit DOE controllers.
Yeah, that'll
they
work.
would work
Those
on
are
it, too.
fantastic controllers. Speak